Hey guys, welcome back. If you want to see how I got this neutral eye with a pop of color on the lips, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So jumping right in, I've already primed my skin with the Bobbi Brown face base. And right here, just going to use a little bit of this Wet n Wild Rose. It's a prime, refresh, and set mist. And going in with this Hard Candy, Stick It to Pores. It kind of looks like a glue stick. This is actually not my favorite, but I just decided to use it since I did purchase it. And honestly, don't find that it does anything. I don't feel like it makes my foundation last longer. It absolutely does nothing for my pores. So, and it says like it's supposed to mattify. I don't feel like it does that either, so I'm not sure. I really don't think it does anything, but I do have to go in with a pore filler and going in with this Dr. Brandt Pores No More. Always putting that just in the T-zone, then going in with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I do wear the shade 20NN. Just going to put that all over the face like usual. And then super fast with my e.l.f. sponge, going to pounce this into the skin. And that sponge did come in the Retro collection with, it has different like brushes and some eyeshadows and stuff. So some lip glosses actually. But that sponge did come from there. So just quickly pouncing this foundation in. And this foundation I do love, but every time I use it, I do have to build it up just a little bit on the cheek area where I have some scarring and some discoloration. And as you can see, it does leave like a natural glow. It's not really super dewy. And then I go in with some Dose of Colors, concealer, and then this is my Lancome, and you can't really see, but right there it's the translucent powder. I think they have another color. I think there's two colors, but I did get the translucent one. And this is the matte setting powder, just because this foundation is not matte. I usually don't want to use a matte foundation, matte pore stick, matte powder. You don't want to do that. You want to like mix and match stuff so you're not like look totally flat matte on your face. And as you can see, that did mattify the foundation. Then going in right here with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and this is a Real Techniques brush that I did get off of Walmart.com, which I'm totally in love with. It's super soft and it puts the bronzer right where I need it. And it's dense but not too dense, so it's actually pretty perfect for bronzer. I think it was like $5.99. It was under $6 on Walmart.com. And the number of the brush says 002. And like I said, it's a Real Techniques. And just taking that bronzer around the perimeter of my face, my cheekbones, jawbone, on the top of my forehead, and just really getting in right here of the hollows of my cheeks. Then going in with this ColourPop Horse and Carriage highlighter, which I don't normally use. I do have other highlighters that show less texture because I do have textured skin, but I like to switch it up sometimes. And it's not bad, but it's not the best if you have textured skin. So just a little side note, I do like to use it just because I did purchase it, so I'm going to use it. But just putting that on the high points of my face, my cheekbones, my Cupid's bow, all that. Then going in with the Lorac 2 Pro Palette and that brown shade that I just showed, and going to buff this in my crease. Do the same thing with the other eye, using this brown shade as a transition shade. Just really super fast. And then going in with that peach shade and going right over that just to blend out any harsh lines or anything like that. We just want a really blended look, like normal. I always blend. Then going in with that darker brown shade, and that is a smaller taper brush. That first brush was more of a fluffy blending brush. This is a smaller taper brush from Morphe. It's the I think it's the M433. And then we're just going to use that same darker brown shade and run that under the lash line. And then we also just kept that darker shade on the V of our eye, like the outer V. Going in with that icy shade. Going in with this e.l.f. Flirty Birdie. We're just going to put that on the lids. And I use the applicator that it just comes with because it's nice and soft and it bends. So to me, there's no need to pull out an extra brush for this. And also just wanted to add a little bit more shine to the lids to give myself a little bit more sparkle. This is my daughter Beautiful. She's just checking in on me. I'm just brushing through those brows very quickly and going to put 2 coats of this Tarte Big Ego mascara on. This mascara does give me volume and length, but not as much as my Thrive mascara. Just showing that wand is like an hourglass shape. It does thicken and lengthen, but I am going to go in with 1 to 2 coats of the Thrive Cosmetics after I apply this mascara, just because it wasn't enough volume and length for me. So just going in with about 1 to 2 coats of this very quickly. This is my favorite mascara. I know I use it all the time. I do try to switch it out, but as you can see, it just like made my lashes come to life. So just going to apply this very quickly to both of my lashes and going in with this same Thrive Cosmetics mascara on the lower lashes, just because this one doesn't flake or smudge. The Tarte Big Ego one really doesn't flake or smudge, but it does sometimes leave like 1 or 2 little black flecks on my cheeks. So just a little side note, going in with that same palette that we used earlier and just highlighting the inners of my eyes with the lightest shade. Same thing with the other eye. And that is a Jeffree Star little brush that I got off Ulta.com, which I actually do love just for highlighting the inners of my eyes. And always doing this makes your eyes look wide open and makes them pop a little more. And then just adding a little bit more of that white icy shade on the brow bone. Just felt like it needed a little bit more shine. Then going in with this LA Girl Pro Matte Setting Spray. I'm just going to drench my face with this. This is a brand new bottle. I did go through a whole nother bottle, but these bottles are super little, so I think they're like 1 ounce in here, but it's really good. It does keep your face matte all day long, and this has no scent at all whatsoever. Just taking my little e.l.f. sponge and making sure everything is pushed into the skin, and going in with this liquid lipstick that I actually got from Dollar Tree. Looks like it has a doe foot applicator on there, and surprisingly was super pigmented. And like I said, I got this at Dollar Tree for $1. So yeah, super pigmented, worth every penny, and actually felt nice on the lips. Wasn't sticky or anything like that. It's more of like a gloss, like a super pigmented gloss, but actually did really like it. Going out of my comfort zone here using this color. I usually do stick with my nudes, but actually do really like this color.